Mother's Pride. So this film has paper-thin characters and a very underdeveloped story.
What the hell was that? Disco Morris?
It's about this pub in Somerset that's getting run into the ground by its landlord, played by Martin Clunes. It serves microwaved cottage pies to a handful of customers, such as an alcoholic Morris dancer, played by Mark Addy, that props up the bar because the other pub across the road won't let him in. And things get turned around when the landlord's son, played by Jonno Davies, shows up. He's been away for a few years being a pop star, and now he's home. Now, one of the problems with this film is you never get to know any of the characters. The alcoholic, you never find out anything about him. The main character, all you know is that he was a pop star who had a breakdown, and that's it, that's all you know. Martin Clunes' character is probably the most well developed as a widower who's running his pub into the ground. Again, not that well developed. The brother is quite a nice character as a beekeeper and Morris dance enthusiast because he's trying to keep traditions alive. But again, you never find out very much about him, or his story, or why he's a single dad, or anything. The love interest, I mean, she might as well not even be there. Honestly, the love story is so pointless, and it's so unearned. And that's another problem with the film. Everything that happens in it seems unearned. It's very convenient. There's a lot of kind of deus ex machinas. Everything's just given to them on a plate.
What are you doing?
Making water more interesting.
That'll put a head on your chest. That could be classed as attempted murder.
There's not enough drama, there's not conflict or difficulty, and you never get to know anyone. Now, these quirky British comedies are usually really good, and there's usually great banter and patter, and they're peppered with real characters, real British characters that anyone up and down this island would recognise. But this one has none of that. These people seem parachuted in. They don't seem real people at all. They're not like anyone that you imagine in a little Somerset village. It's a kind of a paint by numbers kind of version of that quirky British film. Maybe it was written by AI or something, I don't know. I don't think so. I think it was made by the same team that made Fisherman's Friends, which is surprising because that was a really good film. Mind you, that was based on some real people, some men, a group of men who sang sea shanties in Cornwall. So they had someone real to base that off. This seems concocted, and it kind of falls flat. The story just isn't well developed enough. The humour is innuendo heavy, but the tone is family. So that's a little bit of a mismatch because it's not quite a family if you're talking about dogging and there's a lot of kind of innuendo laden humour. I mean, it's not really bad. It's a 12A, but it's still. It doesn't seem to know quite what it is, and it doesn't go deep enough, and there's not enough tension in the plot to kind of keep it interesting. So it's a little bit dull.
Always leave things until it's too late.
You'd have found a way to forgive him. I just don't know how.
Things change in the blink of an eye. They're kind of unearned. I'm not going to spoil the story. There's a couple of examples, like the villagers. There's a kind of random group of villagers that you don't really get to know anything about, who support the rival pub for most of the film, and then just flip and start kind of rallying round like something out of It's a Wonderful Life, and it doesn't really ring true. And the baddie is just a kind of Very typical, moustache twirling, two-dimensional posh boy. Bit of a wasted opportunity. You got some good actors. Josie Lawrence was criminally underused in this film. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5.